Pro League with a lot to prove. The winner of this going to be going up against the winner of Optic Gaming versus Echo Fox.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Next Threat, this is probably one of the better rosters outside of the Pro League. I think the only other one you might say is a little bit better right now is Complexity. Complexity winning that 2K on Saturday, but they did end up falling yesterday. So, you know, both of these teams, they have a lot of young talent on them alongside veterans. So it's going to be interesting to watch, you know, through these Pro League challenges, how Next Threat and Complexity really perform.
I think that there's just an absurd amount of talent in the NA this year. It's just something that we've seen countless times. And now, off the break, you're going to see that Cave is going to be our first hill. No blood drawn yet, and just like that, Next Threat able to find 2, and all of a sudden the kill feed lighten up like a Christmas tree, and you can see the first seconds go in the way of Next Threat.
Yeah, and those were big gunfights in the middle. A huge win for Pharaoh, though, as he was locking down that cabin. And when he's in cabin, that allows his team really to just spawn up, push through that bunker, and now they have full control. So a great job by Pharaoh to stay alive, has 3 kills to his name. Nagafin, though, right off spawn, wins a 1-on-1. Mochilla responds very quickly, and they're just trading back and forth as those nades do finally come in, and Blastful takes out Ricky in the hill. And
if you're not familiar with this map, this first hill, like most first hills, very contest heavy. Cave very easy to get fragged up, but we're going to see the seconds going back and forth. Only 10 seconds do remain, but an early rotation seems to be favoring eRa Eternity. They're already set up here onto Ruins. Ricky, though, might get some challenge over there from you.
Yeah, so a great job by Next Threat to just stay alive while their team was getting that scrap time. But nobody on the hill right now. Never mind. Make that 3 or 4 down for Next Threat. eRa Eternity going to start getting some time, and all of Next Threat are spawning towards that bell. Those nades are going to come in, but Ricky does have Armored in. But, well, while Armored can protect you from 1, it can't protect you from 3. So a great job by Next Threat to take them down. But there's Pharaoh again in that kill feed. Already with 8 on this map. Playing so well in this series. Yeah, Next Threat was able to win that last hill, but it just looks like Ruins is going to be all eRa Eternity. It had a little bit of a shaky start, the OE a little bit squandered by Next Threat. They're able to just push them off, but now just completely set up. It looks like these next 16 seconds going to go all yellow, but our Money Hill going to be the next one, and it is already set up by Next Threat, and you can see Mochilla is going to be kind of anchoring for his team, trying to preserve the spawns, want to make sure that these don't get flipped out. This is going to be difficult for eRa to break. Yeah, so 2 players do go down for eRa as they were trying to rotate, but look, 3 pushing this back side of the hill. Sensor doing a great job just playing that barrel. He has Mochilla watching his middle. But there you go, eRa Eternity switches it up, throws a smoke grenade. They're going to force Sensor and Mochilla out of position. Decimate takes him down, and you know, kills while they do go eRa Eternity's way. Sensor holding down the back, and you can see where they're spawning. Now eRa Eternity has to try and break this front, which is so difficult to do when you guys have like Mochilla and Blastful with those FG42s. I think Next Threat probably had one of the most perfect setups that you could have in bunker, and you can see eRa Eternity doing pretty much everything right. They still haven't been able to break in, and now it's going to be Nagafen inside the hill, trying to fight off just a little bit longer. Spawn's going to go the way of Next Threat. Hill still under contest, but it should be Next Threat able to come out on top. They're going to find the kill, and that means they're going to find some additional seconds as well. 10 seconds going to be left on this. If eRa Eternity can win this map, they will be able to take this series, but Next Threat does have the lead. Bunker now going to come to an end as we see Road as our next hill. Nobody there yet, though. Sensor going to be able to find a big 2. Yeah, when you talk about contest-heavy hills or really just hills that are so hard to get time off of because of the spawns, as you can see, all of eRa Eternity are spawning in the back. That's going to allow them to just lob nades over that, you know, right over that wall. But this is the perfect setup for Next Threat. They have someone in you. Sensor right here picks up Decimate. You have 2 guys by cabin, locking down the spawns, and then Blastful just holding hill. So a great job by Next Threat. That was a perfect setup. You want to get your enemy team spawning back in that bridge. eRa Eternity finally spawn out, but not before a 35-second lead for Next Threat. This is just looking so strong from Next Threat. They did not look like this in the last hard point. This little bit of scrap time could go either way. You can see they are really fighting for it. That is because the next hill we're going to be resetting. We're going to be going back to cave. So 2 contest-heavy hills back to back. Some nice kills come in at the end. Now eRa inside the hill, able to pick up quite a few seconds here, and it looks like they're going to have favorable position over at cave. They get that initial rotation. Yeah, that's a big kill out of Blastful. They need to trade this fast if you're eRa Eternity. Great job. As soon as you're able to get into that cabin, you have a direct angle on the guy on the hill. So good job getting that guy alive if you're eRa Eternity. And this is a perfect setup from them. You have a guy in cabin, you have a guy in that bunker. This spawns next threat so far out. So as you were saying, it could be a contest heavy. On the very same side, it can earn you a lot of points. Decimate able to pick up one earned streaks. That was a huge kill on the Nogafin to get those streaks. And just like that, eRa Eternity back in the lead.
Yeah, we can see it is going to be Bevel's already making his way to you. This is going to ensure them strong mid-map control, which is also going to ensure them that they're able to push out to Ruins nice and early. Now it is going to be Bevel's who pushes up just a little bit towards Bell, going to be able to find a nice kill there. We can see spawning all the way back far bunker side is next threat at the moment, which ensures those final seconds on Cave, all going the way of eRa Eternity. They pretty much have a perfect kill there. Now they're going to be able to snowball that lead, but collapsing onto Ruins is next threat. They need to fight this hill very hard.
Yeah, let's go over to Decimate. There he goes. He calls in that fighter pilot. It's going to allow him, well, his teammate, they got everybody else, so there's only one player left. That's Nogafin staying alive inside that Bell. The spawns are coming in deep, and Decimate, he's going to decide this pinch this. As soon as you see that pinch, where number 5 spawned, Mochilla spawned all the way out because they have both sides. A great hold out of eRa. Now he still has that glide bomb, and they clear out everybody from next threat. That's so important as well, because as soon as you get that side, you have bunker control for the next hill. A great call out of eRa Eternity.
Yeah, this is one of those points. You can see Decimate just staying really far back. All you care about is the spawn at that point.
Yep,
20 seconds?
RDC.
Who cares? Who cares about 20 seconds? Set up for bunker. That's the money hill. Take the scrap time. We're going to take the game is what eRa Eternity is saying as they set themselves up inside of bunker. Now it's next threat trying to find a break. The tables
but look,
turned.
Pharaoh gets taken down, and look where he spawns. He spawns all the way out. Let's see. Now, where does Bevel spawn? So the new hill pops, and actually, they spawn them out. So next threat, they get a little bit lucky there. While it is always a good idea to rotate early, you have to win those initial gunfights for that exact reason. If that old hill is still up, the game is going to try to spawn you nearest to that. So, you know, Pharaoh spawns out. That allows next threat to really get a great push, but those streaks still coming in from Decimate as he takes down 3. Pharaoh's in the hill, just trying to do the best he can. Decimate's on that flank, able to get one, not the second. Bevel's though with 2 of his own. They just trying to contest this hill for as much as possible.
And still though, this is looking like it's going to be a slugfest inside of the bunker. We really predict this to be the money hill a lot of the time, but the way that this is playing out, just very back and forth because of the way we see those spawns come in and because of the streaks that ultimately come in. And you can see right now, still under contest. Finally, next threat starts to grab some seconds up. This isn't going to be enough for them to even tie. They're just getting scrap time in the end. And now it's just going to be another brawl when we get over to East Road. Honestly, we are going to see eRa Eternity there first, but now we see that these far spawns are going to be next threat this time around, moving all the way back from bridge.
Yeah, I think eRa expects everyone from next threat to be behind that bridge. Let's see if they're able to catch Blastful, as he was the only one to get that split spawn. A great job by Decimate holding down you. But there goes 2 kills for Nogafin and Sensor. But again, Bevels has been the guy just picking up 2 kills every single time. Make it 3. Now he has streaks of his own. A great game out of Bevels so far, 27-20. Really stepping it up after that game number 3 where he had a great individual performance, but his team, you know, lost 3-2. So a great job by him to keep it going into this one.
Keep in mind too, eRa Eternity starting to get
still
close.
going.
Yeah, he's looking like an absolute monster here. And one of the big things to note is we're getting close to that 200-point mark.
Yep.
eRa Eternity can run away with this series. East Road only with 5 seconds left before we begin a new rotation.
And let's go through all of eRa Eternity. So you had full streaks on Bevels. He's calling in that. Let's watch him get some kills with the fighter pilot. Then let's go through the whole rest of the team. So you still have Decimate with the glide bomb, nothing on Ferocities, nothing on Ricky. So still 3 streaks left for eRa Eternity to help them break. And again, they're just doing such a great job locking down this cave hill. All 4 of the guys on next threat spawning out deep in that bunker. And look how annoying Decimate is in the middle.
This is also just not what you see very often inside of this map. I feel like eRa Eternity is probably their winningest hill has been cave.
Yeah, and they're just doing a great job just getting pressure middle map and up towards that bunker. They're not allowing next threat to get many grenades off, which really has been the key to this map, as you said. Doing such a good job on cave.
And now we'll have to see what they decide to do here as we see some of them spawn out on bridge. I think this is a pretty easy call. Just go straight over. I would have liked to see maybe someone go for the long trek to try to get a little bit of mid-map control over at you, but they're able to, oh, actually, Sense are going to be able to win a big gunfight here. Now the spawns are going to be flipped. This is a big thing for eRa Eternity as they move over to the next hill after Ruins. We've already talked about that, but... Ooh,
there's that fighter pilot. So while Streaks do come in, they don't actually take down Nagafin. Nagafin's going to call Streaks of his own. But here comes more and more Streaks from eRa Eternity. They're not going to expect Nagafin to have his own. So let's go over to Nagafin, number 7. He's going to call on that fighter pilot right away. But is it too late for next threat? Only 11 seconds needed. He's only able to pick up one almost a second. But eRa Eternity, they're still getting time. So while that streak was just a bit too ineffective, I think it's just too late. And before that glide bomb even comes down, they're going to win the game. 250 to 145.
Glide bomb couldn't make contact quite quick enough. Not only are they going to win that game, they're going to be able to take that series. eRa Eternity looking very strong. And just, I mean, I said it 1,000 times at this point. Absolutely absurd to see a team able to do it on Cave, and just shows how much they really do understand this map, too.